As Miami hits the final weeks of the regular season, Cheyenne is proving that he isn't just another comeback story, but instead a key part of a team pushing for a deep postseason run. At First Serve Miami, they teach players like Sam values that don't only correlate to on-court action, but also how to be a better person off of it. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, we welcome you to sunny Coral Gables, where the Miami Hurricanes look to turn up the heat. 3 games with at least 99 points, including last Thursday's win over Elon, while Delaware State searches for their 3rd straight W and first against a Division I opponent. We welcome you into the Watsco Center alongside Hall of Famer Jack McClinton. I'm Gavin Bicho. Great to be here with you. Will the Gulls punch their ticket to the second round, or will the Schooners sail to a first-round upset? 9 innings separates us from that conclusion as we welcome you to beautiful Cardines Field on a Sunday evening here in Newport, Rhode Island. Alongside Johnny Blair and Kyle Noska, I'm Gavin Bicho.
Gavin, while you were prepping for this assignment last night, the Pistons, a surprising loss at home to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, surprising at that. They were missing Cade Cunningham and Asar Thompson, but they were up 23 in that 3rd quarter, but Brooklyn just kept chipping away. A couple of big shots late, and it came off the right hand of Zaire Williams. A couple of big threes late gave the Nets the lead in the final minutes, but Detroit had a shot in the last seconds of the game. They did get a good look from someone that Heat fans are far too familiar with, and that's Duncan Robinson. He got an open corner 3, just misses it off to the right, and the Nets come away with a surprising victory for their 16th win.
And speaking of the Heat, let's go to the streaking Miami Heat. Winners of 6 straight. They're 7 games over 5. They're trying to get 7 games over 500. Gavin, they had a really strong win the other night, led by Tyler Hero, a spirited 8-point win at Charlotte on Friday.
And you mentioned Hero. He had 33 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, a near triple-double. But how about a season-high 8 3-pointers at an efficient clip at that? Miami made all the right moves, especially late in that game. Hero came alive, and Bam Adebayo had half of his 24 points in that final quarter. A couple of timely performances from Drew Smith, Byron Gardner getting the start. It's just been a great run for Miami, and it showed in Friday night. Although it doesn't feel like the first day of August, the calendar says so. What it also says is that the NECBL 2025 playoffs start tonight. But now it's a brand new year. Newport 1-0 against the Mainers. They won back on June the 23rd at Goodall Park. That kickstarted a 7-game winning streak against the Northern Division that the Gulls still hold to this day after a win last night against the Vermont Mountaineers on the road. The 2 best words in sports, Game 3. Well, that's the case tonight as Newport and Martha's Vineyard go at it in a win-or-go-home situation for the Southern Division Finals for the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bicho. One final question. You got the W. Now what's after? What's going on 4th of July for you?
You know what I'm doing. I'm going shark fishing.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go see Randy Seymour, 3rd Beach?
Shark fishing? 3rd Beach shark fishing.
Back here at Cardines Field, and a new bombshell has entered the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bicho, joined alongside Dre Lewis. Dre, an avid Love Island fan. Kind of want to go into that. What is it that keeps you so hooked onto that?
I mean, some of my friends watch it, so we're in a group chat together, and we kind of like go over the episodes after every episode. So it's some fun to keep me close to my friends, and then I kind of like it.
And one final question before we let you go, Dre. Love Island U.S. or U.K.?
U.S.
Oh, wow. I think some purists might not like that, but Dre Lewis said it first. U.S. over U.K. We'll see how that one's taken online. We're back pregame at Cardines Field on the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bicho, joined alongside manager, maybe pinch hitter later tonight, Mike Coombs.
Don't move.
I won't move.
Ready?
Yep. There we go. Quick to the ball, short swing. You can feel the whip.
Awesome or what?
So the talk after the game versus Valley, a lot longer than usual. Was it more reiterating some similar messages that maybe haven't gotten across, or was it some new things that you were talking to the guys about?
I asked him, I said, wonder if your head coach was standing right beside you, what would he be saying to you right now? And I pointed to a player, and he goes, he wouldn't be happy and he'd be all over my ass, coach. I go, yeah, he's not here. I'm here. I'm in charge of all this. You don't want me to get ticked off.
as you kind of come to a near close of your Newport Gulls career here, at least to the last 2 seasons, what has it been like to play in front of this crowd and pitch on this mound here at Cargings Field?
Oh, it means absolutely everything to me. You know, they are a family, and, you know, it gets emotional talking about it because how much they care about me and how much I care about them, and I don't want it to be the end. They don't want it to be the end. I don't want to go home and try to get 3-peat. You know, that's the main goal.
As Vance Cheyenne warms up for practice at Mark Light Field, he lives out the dreams that he envisioned as a kid.
It was definitely always the goal to play college baseball. Like, once I started to realize, like, I love playing this sport, and that's when I was like, all right, like, I think I want to make this what I want to do the rest of my life.
The Hurricanes' starting shortstop grew up in Lake Worth, Florida, just 60 miles north of Coral Gables. Vance was an extremely active kid until middle school when his family noticed he wasn't growing.
The pediatrician said it was, you know, he'll grow, it's fine, he's fine. And I'm like, oh no, it doesn't feel fine.
And 2 years later came devastating news.
There was a tumor on his pituitary gland.
The brain tumor revealed that Vance had been suffering from Cushing's disease, which can weaken muscles, cause hormone imbalance, and lead to increased stress. Doctors at the National Institute of Health in Maryland told the Cheyennes that surgery would help, but it came with major risks.
You could die. And, oh, if you don't do this, you could die. I cried the whole time he was there. I literally was uncontrollable crying when they took him back.
The surgery was successful. Vance began his road to recovery and eventually returned to athletics.
It was definitely like a change in my body. I felt like a little, tall little baby giraffe, but once everything started to get coordinated, it was definitely a big help.
Cheyenne transferred schools, rose to the top, and got to live out his dream of playing college baseball at USC Upstate in South Carolina. He was far from home, but not alone.
I just drove up the whole season and followed wherever they went and made my reservations and had a great time.
Vance's grandmother put over 20,000 miles on her car last year to support Vance while his parents worked in Florida. Following his sophomore year at Upstate, Miami called.
You see a really good player at a mid-major, and you kind of wonder, why is he there? Why didn't he go to a bigger school, to high school?
And in his 4th game as a Cane, Cheyenne did something that he had never done before in his 3-year collegiate career.
And Cheyenne swings, lifts one, deep to left field, away, back and gone!
His first walk-off.
2-run home run!
I love watching guys that work hard and sacrifice so much. Watching it pay off and having success is a proud moment for me.
What up, baby? Good?
And last Saturday, Vance's story came full circle. He met Ridge Juneau, who underwent brain surgery in January.
And now Vance has an opportunity to be a hero to many, many kids that are going through what he went through and showing them that they have a chance.
I need to appreciate what I have in my life, that I'm still able to play baseball at this point and just kind of play for them and hopefully get back to them someday.